Habari Entertainment proudly presents Habari Live. Habari Live. From Phoenix, Arizona. And you're listening to the Habari Live podcast, the show that brings you news, sports, and entertainment for people who love HabariEntertainment.com. Here are your hosts, Iesha, Jimmy, and Damon Dipleen Ellison. Let's get it going. We are all the way live. Comic Book Corner.
I do it every time too. Good morning. I'm gonna figure this out one of these days. Welcome everybody to the show. Another Saturday morning. Let's get it going. This week we'll be discussing the AZ governor's race. Amber Heard, KD coming to Phoenix, The Boys season-ending episode, and a lot more. Let's get on to our very special guest that we have in the building. We have Brandy Watson, and she's a sculptor from the Advanced Body Designers Well Center, owner and operator of the center. Let's get going with Amber and see how you doing. How you doing today?
Good. How are
Good.
you?
Hey, don't be nervous. We just gonna have a little fun. You know what I mean? Just kick back like it's a normal, everyday conversation. So, how did you guys get started and everything? And what was the big decision to start this business?
Well, I've always had a love for people and helping people,
Mhm.
and I had actually started my business with something else and just kind of fell into the body sculpting. And my husband had huge results, and
Wow.
it was more than an aesthetic benefit. It
Uh-huh.
really just changed his life.
Wow.
After we got rid of his heavy midsection,
Right.
he was able to sleep. He got rid of his sleep apnea. His metabolism kicked in.
Right.
He had better energy.
Right.
And it just made his whole life better. And that's what just fueled the passion for us to start our sculpting business.
Man, that's amazing. And that's definitely what it's about. It's about helping yourself and making yourself feel healthier. And definitely that big midsection is a big issue that a lot of people in America is dealing with. So, they can help you over here at ABD. We did make that mistake on the front. I think we put a V, but it's ABD, Advanced Body Design Wellness Center. And where you guys located?
We're located in Gilbert, Mesa,
Okay.
actually right on across the street from Mesa. So on the corner of Alvista and Baseline.
Wow. Okay. And you guys do, I see all type people, women, men, all type ages. Doesn't matter, right?
Yep. As long as you're 18, our youngest client is 18. Our
Okay.
oldest client was 85.
Wow. Definitely. So can you explain to the people a little bit the difference between what you guys do and some of what the people do who do the raps and different things like that? Kind of explain some of the technical things that you guys would use that's different than what the other
Sure.
companies might use.
Yeah. So with ABD Wellness, we use non-invasive. There's no downtime. So we use specifically ultrasound waves
Okay.
that will go into the fat cells and create microbubbles until the
Wow.
fat cells burst
Wow.
and release the liquid. And then your body removes that fat naturally through your lymphatic system.
Wow. Now that is very technical and scientific, and I'd never even heard of that before. You liquefy
hmm
the fat cells.
Yes.
Wow. So is it burning the cells?
No, it's actually quite relaxing. People fall asleep all the time.
Wow.
Feels like a warm massage on your belly.
Okay.
It's just creating microbubbles that the fat cells can't handle that pressure, and
Wow.
so they release the liquid.
Wow. So the sound waves are creating the micro bubbles, which makes wow. I was thinking that it was maybe the heat situation, but hey, that's dope, man. And how long have you guys been in established?
Well, we started as Sculpt Me Beautiful, and we were doing that for 3 years,
Okay.
and then realized that we needed to kind of address some root problems for people to help
Okay.
them get better results. So that's why we've rebranded now to ABD Wellness, because we've added some health and wellness as well.
Wow. And benefits for people. What are the benefits for people that you see for most people that come in, the average customer? What did the average user say when they leave the building?
All the time I hear, I thought this was my new normal. Thank you so much. We're just able to get rid of extra weight on the midsection, the arms, the legs. If people have a hard time hydrating or they've had bariatric surgery, we're able to help those people as well.
Wow.
So just changing their life, giving them a new hope in themselves.
Yeah, definitely. So I mean, you guys help out with the leg issues what people have. What's the the varicose
The
varicose, the veins and the
cellulite.
cellulite.
We don't do the veins, and we do also have cellulite treatments.
Okay.
Those are a little bit more comprehensive, though.
Mhm.
Like the midsection, that's a much easier. Cellulite is more of a treatment plan, so you have to have a commitment to good nutrition
Mm.
and long term for your results.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's hard. It's so tough for people to get back their normal when they get into that situation. It's so hard, and having someone to help you to get back to what you think you should be or where you want to be and where you were. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Is definitely a helper.
Mhm.
So, what's you guys' website? What's a good way for people to contact you? Your phone number and everything.
Yeah, so the website is advancedbodydesign.com.
Mhm.
Our number is 480-400-3585, and they can text or call that number. They can message us from our website. We respond usually within 24 hours.
Wow. And do you do walk-ins? Can people walk in, or you do all by
No,
appointment?
we're all by appointment.
Okay.
That way we can make sure we're dedicating the time needed
Mhm.
to each client.
Definitely want to make sure that the person is getting the full.
Definitely.
Mhm. So,
And
Miss,
I do
okay.
have a question. In a typical session,
Mhm.
how many sessions does it typically take for a patient or member to see their results?
Most times I get instant results, and those usually aren't the biggest results because your body's removing the liquid fat cells over the next 3 to 5 days. So if you go on my website and you look at the male that's on there that had the biggest results, that is my husband, and that was 8 treatments in less than 30 days.
Okay. So pretty much like 2 treatments
Yeah,
every week?
you can do 2 treatments every week. Our services are highly customized, so some people don't process the same as other people, so we'll space it once a week or once every 2 weeks for those people that need extra processing time.
Okay.
That's amazing. And you said and he just was he always into holistic? Because I've never really heard of many men
Mhm.
doing this. I've always thought of it as being something for women. So, was he always into this and open minded, or is this something that you guys are just like, hey, we want to try to make sure that everybody starts, and because a lot of men need it. You know what I mean? We hit
Yeah.
40 and we have these issues with our midsection and getting rid of the midsection. So, I mean, it's something men should do, but
Yeah.
it's not really targeted for men a lot of
Well, the
situations.
crazy thing about that is it works better on men.
Wow.
So it still works on women and it works amazing, but for some reason, the weight that men carry is a little bit different than women.
Okay.
And so they process and they drop it a lot faster.
Wow. Wow. So there you go. A lot of you gentlemen out there, you want to get in there and get a chance where you can get in that bikini this summer. You know what I mean? You get in there and get some treatments done. So what led you into the holistic medicines, and were you always into doing alternatives, or were you just was something happened that made you start getting into more alternatives?
No, I was always in the alternative medicines, even
Mhm.
when I was raising my family.
Yeah.
And it's just something that I guess has always been on my path.
Right.
Even though I had a different career, I used to be corporate.
Mhm.
Um, on the side, I was always taking care of family and friends with
Right.
alternative medicines.
Definitely,
Mhm.
definitely. I think it's you always have to have alternatives.
Mhm.
You can't just think, "Oh, this way is the only way." You know what I mean? There has to be other ways to do things to get to the same point. And then people have been doing these things for thousands of years. There were other ways to make sure there's not just this way, and that's the way the medical, the MDA or whatever you want to call them, that's how they make it seem this, hey, our way is the only way and nothing else anybody says is worth looking into. But there's the things that's naturally been healing people for thousands of years, and we don't even look at those things anymore in some situations. So
And a big part of that too is once you get to the point where you're in the hospital seeking medical attention,
mhm,
there's only certain ways they can treat you now.
right.
And we try to focus on the preventative so that you don't get to that point.
There you go. There you go. And they're not going to do anything but give you a whole bunch of pills anyway. So, you know, I mean, we want to, and with the addiction that we're seeing in the country, we need to get away from just giving pills to
Right.
all the
That
problems.
is true, but I think that doing something holistic,
Mhm.
even though holistic is natural ways to go about remedying different diseases and things like that.
Definitely.
And on the preventative side, you could also use your insurance to get your annual wellness exam once a year for free, covered under your insurance.
Really?
At zero copay for you. And this will include 9 times out of 10 your routine blood draws.
Wow.
So all of your routine lab work, so that way you can understand what may come about, what you may be facing, so you can go in and, all right, let's do preventative measures now to prevent these from happening.
Well, hey, to me, we should be living our lives in preventative measures every day.
Living La Vida Loca.
Because we have to make better decisions, what we're eating, what we're putting into our body, exercise. We all talk about it. I talk about it. I try to be better, try to do better. We all trying to do better. You know what I mean? So, it's hard, you know what I'm saying? But as a country, we are obese. We have heart disease that's ruining high blood pressure. So it's a lot of issues that we're seeing, and a lot of issues that they're seeing with the mind is also coming from diet and not doing certain things. Alzheimer's disease, all these things are coming from what we are eating. So we have to, make different decisions, man. And we got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? We can't just keep, saying, hey, down the road, people are dying in their early ages. A lot more people are getting colon cancers, and it's, hey, we got
to. The reason why they've now lowered the age from 50 to 45,
45,
because so many more
it.
people are getting it younger and younger now.
Yeah, well, people, they want to keep eating all this fast food and all these processed foods 24/7. We all do it. It's the quick way, but we got to switch. We got to figure out a way to switch it up. Especially
but the beef, and it's not just fast food and processed food. It's meat.
Yeah, just overabundance of meat.
The way we consume meat as Americans is, and the portion sizes of it that we consume.
Yeah.
And the carcinogens that's in the meat that we consume. It's
definitely, hopefully, you know what I mean? We'll get it together and switch it up as a country.
Which is why we now have alternative meat options.
Life expectancy dropped the last few years. So we're not headed in a good direction. So let's get it together as a country. What is the overall goal of ABD?
The overall goal is to help somebody just get up over that hump and nump that their body kicks in.
Okay.
And it kind of motivates people to get back on track and to live their best life.
Definitely. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Living your best life, man. Because it's tough out here. And if you're not feeling good, you're not living good. You know what I mean? No matter how much money you have, if you're not feeling good, what are you doing? So somebody said they couldn't see her. Yeah.
No, but I looked in there and I saw, I was like, oh yeah, that's not a good shot.
But yeah. So you guys started the company, start getting it going. What is some of the best days, some of the best customers that you've had, your best story that you can say, this is why I do this, and one of your better,
most memorable stories.
Memorable.
Honestly,
person.
there's so many. It's hard. I always talk about my husband because he's comfortable with me talking about him, and this is something that people are very shy about.
Definitely.
But there's so many. I had just recently a man that I'd sculpted. His first session was on a Friday, and Monday he was calling me to tell me he had lost 8 pounds.
Wow.
And excited about his life and how he's feeling. Or I get mommies in that have just piles and piles of skin on their tummy, and I'm able to tighten that skin for them and give them a renewed confidence and let them take back their body. So I don't really have a favorite, because every time someone walks in, I try to meet them where they're at and get them where they're going. And it's always different. And I just love helping them feel better and seeing that smile and that hope come back into their eyes.
That's what it's about. And, again, if you want to get into anything with body sculpting, you think you need some help with losing your tummy, make sure to contact them. Go to their website one more time. Get their website.
It's at advancedbodydesign.com.
Okay. Advancedbodydesign.com. habarientertainment.com and talk to them and make sure you tell them Brandy that Habari Entertainment sent you. Let's get a quick break, man. We'll be right back with Brandy Watson.
Habari Entertainment Films present There's Only One Name for News with Damon and Iesha. Habari Live Podcast. Habari Entertainment, a race against time. On a quest for glory. Habari News Weekly, HabariEntertainment.com. Catch us for more. Visit us, HabariEntertainment.com.
Welcome back. We got Brandy Watson from Body Sculpture and Advanced Body Design Wellness Center here. We're going to talk a little bit more about what you guys are doing. I'm going to ask you a quick question. Like, when you said you started 3 years ago, what's the journey been like? What has been like just going through the journey? Has it been, I know it's small business, been a lot of ups and downs. So how's the journey of being a business owner so far?
Well, it's amazing and crazy hard all at the same time.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So coming from corporate, you have things put in place and SOPs. And when you totally leave corporate and you become an entrepreneur full time, it's all on you to put all of those SOPs in place. And right after we opened, COVID hit, but still amazingly, we were blessed enough that we just grew extremely fast.
Wow.
And we're always learning new things, and we're always adding new services so that we can keep that individualized care for everybody.
Right. And that's what it's about, man. And you're from Colorado originally, right?
Yes.
And what brought you to the heat?
The snow and the cold.
That's hilarious, man.
It seems like a lot of people trade the snow and cold for the heat of Arizona.
I'd rather go back to.
Yeah, the snow.
I don't. Yeah, I like the snow. I mean, cause being here, I was here on Christmas, and like just for the first time, you was like, oh, this Christmas really don't hit like it usually did. Like I feel like I like the snowy feel. That's just
we
me.
never have white Christmas in St. Louis. That don't happen at all.
All right, we have white and brown Christmas.
They be shitty, slushy, shitty ass Christmas. It's so gross, man. But yeah.
Well, like when it's like the first, like if you wake up early and it's like it just snowed, then it's a white Christmas for a good 45 minutes.
That don't happen that often. But yeah, it's one thing. One thing I do know about Colorado is, are you an avid hiker? And
oh, the nature in Colorado is beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we were always hiking or on the lake. Yeah.
Colorado, one of these people don't know, is one of the most well-fit states in the country. If they're not number one, they're in the top 5. It's something like that. Because they're always walking, hiking, biking. They're always doing something.
The city's walkable. It has.
They have a lot of hiking and mountains,
more
and
outdoors
trails.
activities that they could do.
They definitely
whether it's
do.
wintertime or summertime.
Yeah,
things
man.
like that.
And I think the rest of the country should model what you guys do up there in Colorado with the hiking and just being outdoors and getting outdoors more. I know it's hot as hell out here, so we can't.
I mean, even if we just do like covered trails.
Yeah,
we could create covered trails with
there's
no problem.
some trails. There's a lot of trails and biking trails out here. It's just so
cover them with trees. Plant trees alongside the trail.
You gotta water
and shade it.
Trees won't melt.
Right.
It's hot.
Canopy.
I heard this thing. What do you say? It's so hot in Arizona that hell's a vacation.
So you been here how long now?
We've been here in Arizona for a little over 4 years.
Wow. Just 4 years, huh? So you spent most of your life in Colorado.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's where you were working your corporate job and everything, and you decided, screw it all, I'm going to open my own business and go for it.
And I'm moving to Arizona.
Man.
Why Phoenix?
I moved here first, and I transferred corporate. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you transferred out here, okay, and then Are you still? Do you still do your 9 to 5? Or you just full?
No, I've been released. I'm free.
Wow. Hey man, that's the dream. That's the dream.
Couldn't be us.
That's the dream, man. I mean, I hope one day, Habari Entertainment is making enough revenue to where we can pack it in. But it takes a lot of balls to do it and say we're going and we're just gonna quit. I mean, how did that day feel? Did you feel kind of anxious? Were you a little nervous, a little scared?
Well, I don't know how to describe that because, yes, of course, you have that. And I think that we get into habit and we're all creatures of habit.
Yes,
And
we do.
I had been in the corporate realm for so long, it was hard to just let that steady paycheck go and say, okay, I'm ready to just let it
That's
go.
real.
It was bittersweet. And now I used to work, 9 to 5 or longer. But now I work 24/7 and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Right. And that's the thing that people don't understand. When you run a business, it's all day, every day. It don't stop. You know what I mean? You work 40 hours and you can go and leave and stop, but you never stop thinking about your own business. You sleep thinking about it. So, it's all day, every day. But yeah, man, I really am. I think that you are inspiration to many people, and I hope that anybody who has aspirations to open in their own business can look up to you and see what you're doing, because I think that's really amazing to just kick your 9 to 5 to the side and just take the chance, because it's hard to do. We all want to be comfortable before we make moves, and I think that that comfort, none of us want to be out of our comfort zone, and that's why sometimes we just stay there. And maybe this is not what we want to do or what we were meant to do, but because we're comfortable and we're able to pay bills, we just stay there. But you got to take that chance. You have to become uncomfortable for a little while, and do something that's maybe out of your realm. It's like we're doing here. I mean, we're struggling. It's not easy. You know what I mean? Because you're trying to pay for this, everything's cost, and you're not bringing in a lot of money at first, so it's hard. Tell us a little bit about some of the struggles you guys had when you first started up. I know it's kind of hard trying to get people. How did you get people coming into the business?
Most of my marketing has been through network marketing. And so I'm a member of the chamber, also a member of a really strong dynamic women's group.
Okay.
And just building the relationships with people. And once you start getting the results, then there's, of course, word of mouth, and you're doing everybody's family and friends.
Yep.
And so it's definitely slow. And it's like you said, when you're first starting up, there's a lot of expense that you don't see.
That's
and
real.
So you have to find that balance between running hard and providing great service and still being able to pay the bills and also still being able to learn. And so it's just balancing, and it's a lot at first.
It's definitely a lot. And you want to have fun by doing what you want to do. You know what I mean? You love being like me. We love the entertainment aspect of what we're doing. We love talking to people and meeting people, but it's a business also. And you don't think about the business aspects and how much money you're going to need to pay for this, and how much money you're going to need to make to do this, and how can you bring in revenue to bring in people. And it's a lot. And you see why businesses fail, why most fail really fast, because
like you think about
it's a lot.
You think about like the Tonight shows and everything, how much expenses that's going into them.
Yeah, man.
And like what's the one? I think it's the one with Jimmy Fallon. He has the Roots.
Yeah.
And how expensive.
Yeah. He has the Roots as a band. So
right.
he's paying them a pretty penny
exactly
to be there every night.
Price.
And he's there 5 days a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he got to play all this cameraman. He's got to, we don't think about the overhead
at all.
And so, that's why we have, we want to make good relationships with companies that believe in you and they want to be a part of it. So they'll sponsor and they'll do things to help you. You know what I mean? And that's what it's about, man. Building those relationships. Let's go into some news, man. We're going to talk about a little bit of news and a little bit of things that's going on in the city and the country. You can add if you want, or you can just chill. It's up to you. But we're going to go up to that. Let's see. Let's get it started.
And now, this week's Habari News Weekly with Damon Dipling Ellison. Sponsored by
No one.
Old Spice.
Maybe one day, man. Maybe one day we'll get the Old Spice sponsorship. But today, man, we wanted to talk a little bit about, we get a little political in here, and everybody don't like dealing with politics. So, but that's what we do. The AZ governor's debate. I forgot to send this to you, bro. I wanted them to see a little bit of this debate, but I forgot to send the video to you. But anyway, Essie Cup, who works for CNN, I think she's a Republican also. She called it a clown show. Development attorney Karen Taylor I think it's Robson, called for leaving behind the 2020 election and focus on the future, while former news anchor Carrie Lake doubled down on the lie that former President Trump lost because of fraud. And as the Republican candidate for governor squared off in a raucous debate on Wednesday, Carrie Lake, who has endorsed Trump and has focused much of her campaign on that the lie of 2020 was marred by fraud. She would have not certified what she called a corrupt election. She said President Joe Biden lost the election and he shouldn't be in the White House. Lesser known candidates Scott Neely and Pialo, I can't pronounce his name, I'm gonna say Zen, agreed, and Lake that the election was corrupt. Oh man, I don't know, bro. I mean, we didn't see people get killed over this stuff, man. I just can't believe that we have people that's leaders that's still trying to push this lie. And like I said, man, people have died. We had January 6th. You know, we as a country, we have to stay together, man. If you don't like, we didn't like it that Trump ran. But we had to. Hey, he won. Just suck it up, dude. I mean, vote next time. This is what it's about. It's not supposed to be this split that we have in this country. We all supposed to come together as Americans when one side win. That's the way it used to be. We were kids. I don't remember none of this stuff the way it is now. You could be whatever side you want to be, and nobody cared. We still came together. Now it's just so divided. It's ridiculous, man. I mean, they're going to keep this thing going. They're not going to kill this, for we as a country can heal, and that's what we need. It's been a year, almost January 6th. It's been What was that? What year was that?
2021.
21.
Yeah.
So has it been a? It's been a year,
Yeah.
almost 2 years.
It's been almost 2 years.
Right. So 2 years, and we still haven't healed from this. We're still fighting about this. We still have people that are saying, "Hey, that was a lie." How is that going? What happens to the next campaign? What happens to the next time people are going in voting? Who's going to trust the process? Nobody's going to trust the process anymore. If we're all sitting there saying that the process is broken, we need to go vote for you. Why would I go vote for you if the process is broken? I don't understand these people. I don't understand it. If you say it's broke, why would your people vote? You say it's corrupt. How you gonna win? You have no chance, right? It's corrupt, and if you do win, it's corrupt. You won, right? Like, it's so dumb to throw dirt on the process and keep it that way. I don't still don't understand. Then when Donald Trump, he says, "Oh, it's cheating, it's cheating, it's cheating," then you win. Did you cheat? You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Let's leave some common sense here, man. There's gonna be one side's gonna be mad, one side's gonna be happy. That's how it's always been. But at the end, we all used to come together as Americans and support the president. I believe George Bush probably was the last time that we were, even though George was hated too. But I think that was about the last time as a country that we was able to come together, both sides. But it took something tragic, 9/11. But moving on.
Entertainment news.
We got I think it has the break room bar picture. We have 2 men dead after shooting at a bar in Phoenix. They have the suspect in custody. Authorities have now identified the 2 men who were fatally shot at the Phoenix Bar and Grill and said one of the victims was a security guard. Phoenix police said 35-year-old Jordan Davis allegedly denied 34-year-old Daniel Stewart entry to the bar. police said on Sunday. Now, this is what they said. Led up to a physical altercation where Davis were allegedly shot by Stewart. Police said a third person identified another security guard at the bar allegedly returned fire with Davis and Stewart. Davis was rushed to the hospital where he later died of the injuries. Police said Stewart fled the scene on foot, but later ended up in the hospital where he died. This is just very sad, man. I'm so sick of the shootings in Phoenix, man. It's getting bad, bro. It's getting really bad, man. I wish people would stop coming to clubs where we're trying to have a good time with guns. I do not get it. We're trying to have fun. It's party time. Everybody trying to have a good time, and you like, let me bring my gun. I just don't get it, bro. When are we
They
gonna
scared
start?
they're gonna get into a fight.
Shouldn't you be worried about women trying to get a date? That's what most people doing. They trying to get a date, man. You trying to fight with some dudes. I was young and dumb. I remember this stupid stuff, man. We're so dumb, dude. Man, I wish it was different, man. We gotta change. We gotta make a change, man. Somebody has to start being better leaders out here. We need some better people telling these kids. But I don't know how old the guy was, but the two people, they're in their 30s. You know what I mean? So, it's
Some that shouldn't even be worried. They shouldn't even be on fighting. They should be worried about, I got to get home. I'm gonna have some fun and go back home to my
they have
kids.
family, right?
Not even that. Y'all should be at home, sleep. Y'all old.
And in your 30s, you still nowadays they still partying in your 30s. That's how
That's
it is.
that. All right, let me settle down. I have my 20s.
Right. But
Go
hey,
on and chill
man,
out.
it's not even. You could party as long as the hell you want to. Everybody want to make it safe, man. Home safe.
Right.
I don't care if you're 85 at the club. You want to make it home safe, man. And it's ridiculous that we can't make it home.
Right.
This dude, he couldn't get into the club. Take your ass home, man. What is the problem?
You know what? You show right. Let me go on and go home and watch Netflix.
You wasn't supposed to come in tonight. Whatever the reason, I think they were saying that he didn't want to pay. Like, so it's just ignorant shit.
So wait, why you go to the club to not what?
Like, you want to get in free. I don't want to pay. Like, who the fuck are you? You're nobody special, dude. But that's how it is, man. It's just crazy shit, man. I pray for the family, all the victims. This is shit. It's just, man, sorry for my cussing, but I get mad. I start cussing. So I'm just sick of the guns, man. Leave them at home. None of you cats do go to the range and shoot professionally, or try to learn how to aim and learn how to be a good shot, and learn how to keep the gun the right way, learn how to keep it in a safe, learn how to keep it away from kids, learn the good and bad things. Just nobody's taught that. We just getting guns and posing in the mirror and shit. Then go do some stupid shit when you dude probably was drunk, woke up the next day like, damn, now your life is done because you did some dumb shit. And then we give everybody access to these things when obviously they shouldn't. Like I said last time, the military can't even get their guns when they want to. When they first start, we give it to civilians. Hey, we just need to teach some people some things. Is my opinion, my personal opinion, man. I just it's been bad, man. Over the holiday weekend, 7 people were killed. Dozens wounded. A 4th of July parade in Highland Park. Numerous other fatal shootings played out across the country, and nearby Chicago, like always, Chicago and every other big city across the nation. 10 people were killed and more than 60 wounded in a string of shootings over the weekend. 1 person was killed and 4 wounded in a Sacramento club. 2 people shot to death in a Holton City, Texas neighborhood. 3 police officers were injured. A man in Clinton, North Carolina was fatal. Like, dog, it goes on and on and on. And this is just the weekend. So it's pretty bad, man. Let's bring up that Elon Musk. Hopefully we can get something done, man, about the violence, because it's starting to get back to the 90s rates, man. It's starting to get bad, man. Like, it's starting to look like the 90s again, where we seeing 400, 500, 600 murders per city, the norm, and that's bad, man. Nobody want to see that anymore. I mean, I know I do not. Those were horrible times, bro. I know we all celebrate them and talk about how great the 90s were, but man, it was bad, man. A lot of people were dying over gangs and crack, and it was bad. But anyway, Elon Musk files to back out of the Twitter deal. Elon Musk
Already?
I knew he wasn't gonna buy it, man. And it was such bad PR for him, man, that it just wasn't. It just was bad. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just was bad. It hurt him more
I
than
think
anything.
that's what I was just about to say. I think
Yeah.
it hurt more than it
He's
helped.
getting roasted right now on Twitter. They roasting him.
And it hurt Tesla's stock too a lot.
It hurt a lot.
Somebody say he look like Jabba the Hutt.
But it's his Elon Musk is terminating his $44 billion deal to buy Twitter, but the company vowed Friday to still complete the deal, setting the stage for a legal battle that could lead to more turmoil and uncertainty for the social media network. Now, y'all ain't gonna make him buy it. They like, we want that money now. It's over now, bro. Then what they gonna do? How you gonna make them buy it? But anyway,
You can't force anybody to buy anything
nah,
that
you
they
can't
don't
make
want
that
to.
dude buy that shit, man. You don't want to buy it. They probably was like, damn, that's $44 billion. And you know,
Wait a minute. What do you mean you pulling out?
right?
You won't have to fight me over that.
You know, dude, them how they start dividending up that money. Like, yeah, you get $1 billion. I got you, dog. I got you.
That's exactly how they was in their board.
You want a house? You want a house? I got you.
Right.
They went down and it was like, all right, 44
You're going to take the $44 billion, then buy Tesla. You're going to be crazy. It's going.
Shit.
Oh, there's 6 of us in here.
$44 billion.
We all gonna get like 2, 3, $4 million a piece.
Mm-hmm. You got any story for the news?
I do have a story for the news today.
Entertainment news.
This week in Arizona's news, we're just gonna go ahead and give you guys a little bit of something good this week. So there was this young girl, or young lady, should I say. She's been honored, and she's an inventor, rather. And so what she did was she invented something to improve upon solar panels.
Okay.
She created a device that will detect where dust lies on the panel. And there is a mechanism to where it will basically wipe the dust away, kind of like a windshield wiper blade.
Why the hell does it matter if there's a little bit of dust on the damn?
Because if there's dust on the solar panel isn't going to, it's not going to work effectively.
It's not going to come through. It blocks it. It's not going to pick up the energy.
Exactly. So by having that little mechanism to
dust it
off and to keep them clean, additionally brings additional jobs to the area, because you're going to have people that maintain those devices and things like that. But in the long run, that's what they want to be able to do with the device. She was awarded $10,000.
Dope. What's her name?
Her name is Farisha Sharaf.
Wow.
I think you should have a photo of her over there, Jimmy. We should have her up. But yeah, I thought that was a really good, and she's still in high school. She's a junior in high school.
That's dope.
So she's going to continue improving upon that device. But there's other projects that she's also working on, including solar powered drones. She's also helping NASA develop a rover for the moon.
Wow.
And a tool that will predict what crops will grow better in a changing climate.
Yeah. Man, she's definitely innovative, man. Smart. She sound she Middle Eastern, as they say. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's pretty dope, man. Doesn't matter where the fuck she's from, long as she's representing. You know what I mean?
And she was also one of this year's Junior Achievement of Arizona 18 under 18.
Wow. That is amazing. Yeah, man. Hats out to her. Yeah, scientists of the future, man. And
recognized for her wildfire prevention system.
Wow. Something that we definitely need. We can't just what Donald Trump say, sweep the ground.
Right.
We need some real innovation out here, man.
Yep.
So yeah, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope, man. Like I said, hands off to her.
Hats off.
Oh yeah, hats off. I
He
said
said hands off.
hands off. Yeah, hands off of her
Excuse me.
also.
She's soon to be a sophomore, not a junior.
Okay.
A sophomore.
I didn't even notice you said that, but yeah. Hats off, not hands off. That too. Hey, so where we gonna go? You want to go into the entertainment news?
Yeah, we can do that. We can definitely do that. Gonna go into this week's hot mess.
No, that's a hot mess.
Right.
Get ready for the week's Hollywood Hot
I'll
Mess
get it one day,
with
dog.
Iesha Rowan.
Let's go. It's sponsored by No One.
No One.
Oh,
You can
spice.
email us at www.
It
No,
says
info.
www in it
It's
anymore.
info@habarientertainment.com.
Yeah.
Or they could visit the website at www.habarientertainment.com.
Nobody says www.
Somebody's watching from Cedar Hill, Texas.
That's dope.
Probably
It's
is
probably
David.
is David. Yeah. What's up, dog?
Comic Book Corner.
Man, I'm gonna get the right button one of these days.
One of these days. Anyway, this
Might-
week's Hollywood hot mess falls to Amber Heard.
Wow.
Now that's a hot mess.
This week, Amber Heard is she wants her insurance company to cover a portion of the verdict that Johnny Depp won against her.
Mm-hmm.
But the insurance company says Amber's own conduct allows them to tell her to pound sand.
Wow.
According to the deal, it says Amber Heard's deal, she had a $1 million liability policy with New York Marine and General Insurance Company. The policy covered all sorts of wrongful conduct, including defamation. But there was a catch to her policy. The catch was the governing law for the insurance company policy in California, and under California law, the insurance company is not on the hook if the insured, in this case, Amber, committed wrongful, willful misconduct, meaning she did it on purpose.
Yeah. And she lost that case, so they were able to go to that and say.
And New York Marine says that not only did the jury find that the defamation Amber committed was willful, it was malicious.
Yeah, she shouldn't have put that shit in that paper, man.
So the insurance company, they said they want a declaration from the judge stating that based on the policy and the state law, that they are not responsible to foot any part of Amber's bill.
Let's get ready to play trivia.
And so it looks like Amber's on the hook for the full $8.3 million.
Hey man, and she's broke, right?
Yeah, she's broke. She's negative. She's worth negative $8 million.
Yeah, man, she better get some movies going.
Nobody
Hopefully,
want
man.
her. Don't nobody want her.
Man, when
She ain't
it's
an
just-
Aquaman 2 no more.
in this woke society nowadays, you can't do crazy stuff anymore, man.
Nope.
What does somebody
people make
say?
you go away.
Somebody say, "Oh, y'all kids nowadays woke. Y'all need to go back to sleep or something."
Hey man, hey, nobody playing anymore. So, well, that's
Now that's a hot mess.
that's the hot mess for the week. So, whatever. Let's go to it. Let's take a quick break, man. We're gonna be right back here.
Comic Book Corner.
With Comic Book Corner.
I guess since we
Habari Entertainment Films present There's Only One Name for News with Damon and Iesha. Habari Live Podcast. Habari Entertainment. A race against time. On a quest for glory. Habari News Weekly, HabariEntertainment.com. Catch us for more. Visit us, HabariEntertainment.com.
Welcome back. We're here with Brandy from ABD Wellness Center. And we want to make sure we give a shout out to Jimmy for being whack as always, but being on the engineering and
Wait a
trying to do
minute.
a decent job. He's been doing okay. So we want to get.
How you going to switch it up? You saw how he tried to. He goes, "Let's shout out Jimmy for being whack, but he doing good." Like what? They said David said nobody wants to see her movies no more. She ruined her whole career.
Yeah,
Yeah, she did.
She fucked up.
And he said she wants a retrial. She's not going to remember the same lie twice.
Yeah, she's not.
That would be a third time.
Yeah,
not
man.
twice, because she did it. Was it in 16 when she lied about her about somebody? Her having the black
really
eye.
Not a good actor at all, huh?
Yeah, man.
You're not a good actor.
She getting caught in all the lies, man. I mean, and nobody gonna deal with that. You know what I mean? Especially Disney. You know, and then you got Warner Brothers. You know, they may, but it looks like she's not. I haven't heard for sure that she's not going to be on the Aquaman 2.
I mean, if she's pulling the stuff that Ezra Miller's pulling, she's not being in.
Ezra Miller, he's good.
Yeah, they kicked him out.
He's out. They said he's out.
No, they're going to complete all the projects that they currently have with Flash and Ezra Miller.
What does this dude have to do to lose his job?
I don't know. But the last article that I read said he was gonna complete all of the projects that they had coming, because they had inflated for so many projects.
Jimmy said he was done.
Yeah, he was after the Flash, he was done.
After this next movie?
After this next Flash, he's done.
He's got this whole season 9 of Flash.
Huh? Who are you talking about? Are you talking about Barry on the
Ezra Miller?
No, that's different people.
Different people.
Ezra Miller's from the movie.
He's from the movie.
Oh, the movie Flash?
Yeah.
I thought y'all was talking about.
You see how she's trying to correct me?
I thought y'all was talking about the TV Flash. Because didn't he get arrested too?
Nah, hell no. That dude ain't did shit.
That boy's the angel, you know.
Eating machine sandwiches, chilling.
My name is Barry Allen, and I'm the Flash.
You know that dude ain't did nothing, man. That dude ain't never jaywalked in his life.
You can tell he's just looking
like he ain't did shit ever.
He can't even look mean.
Ever.
Is that your mean face, or is he just constipated? Or
so let's get into the comic book corner.
Comic book corner.
He said, "Someone give Amber a mega pint."
Maybe that'll shut her up.
So the boys, yeah, I wanted to give that shit a round of applause, man.
Definitely.
I thought it was all right, man. I thought the boys finale was cool. You know what I mean? I thought that
I need to watch that. I do need to watch that.
I don't know if you're adult enough to watch that. It's a lot of adult things. You might need to cover your eyes.
I ain't worried about that.
His little virgin ears might not be able to handle.
What is that? Oh, what does this mean?
Right.
Oh, Kel.
But anyway, I thought it was very exciting. I thought that the show, the finale was pretty good. I like the escalation of the right wing group, the Homelander group, starting to see them going crazy because it's a mirror of real life politics that's going on for real. I thought that Maeve, losing her. What I'm not going to tell too much, but her situation was
They could have did better by her. They could have took her out.
They should have went on and kept it the way it was.
Yeah,
I mean, to me, but you know what I'm saying. I know you kind of scared to take that leap. I also think that myself, I thought they should have murdered Homelander. I'm overdue. I can go with a different enemy, somebody else. I know he's great, but they could have murked him and then, you know what I'm saying, have his son and then like do a 5 years later or something, you know what I mean, or 10 years later, and his son out there doing the same stuff. But it looks like that's where they headed. And maybe we got to do another season of Homeland. I mean,
but I think too they could also do a spinoff on Soldier Boy too.
Yeah, because he is still alive. But and
since they're all supposedly connected,
yeah, I don't know. The Soldier Boy thing was not, whatever.
I do need to watch Invincible too, though. I do need to watch Invincible.
Yeah, I'm pumped for season 2, man. I can't wait to
watch it.
Is it season 2 or 3? It just be 2. Yeah,
2, I think.
2.
Yeah.
Because I be seeing like
the boys
clips.
did have a animated series that went along with the live action.
Oh yeah, that was okay. But
it told a lot more of the background in betweens than of it in the animated version.
Right. Miss Marvel, they're on the second to last episode there in Disney. I thought that was that they're doing a decent job, man. The show's kind of corny, you know what I mean? It has its moments, but it's also good, you know what I mean?
I mean, Marvel's good. I mean, they're good with everything they do,
Mm.
except for Thor. The second Thor Dark World was bad, but other than that, everything else was good.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they have its ups and downs. The show is good, but you know what I mean? It's to a different dime. It's for the kids, you know what I mean? It's for the teenagers, you know. But
I feel like with Marvel, I don't think they have ups and downs. They have ups, they have really ups, then they have ups. And it's
kind of, yeah.
I
That is
think the way that they're gonna do Miss Marvel, yes, it is kind of teenager-ish.
I mean,
Kiddie. It's kind of kiddie to teenager drama right now.
Yeah.
But I think they're gonna develop her character to be a point to where she's not in that realm for
I mean,
think
she's-
about
kids
that's
and
our
it.
last
They're gonna
year.
do that.
It's
They're
gonna
do
they're
what
gonna
they do with
move.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, they're gonna move
Remember
her
how
out
Spider-Man Homecoming was like? It was kind of corny, but it was like just teenagers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
of
they
going
did a-
into adulthood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then you went from like that to all the way
Right.
with Spider-Man.
They did a lot. They did a good job with Spider-Man though. Like his friends.
I think
his
that's how they're gonna
characters,
kind of
you
do
know,
Kamala.
her friends and support is not as good as what Spider-Man is.
Yeah,
I mean,
but they can develop
Oh,
those
David.
characters.
what do you say?
He said Marvel Moon Knight on Disney Plus is starting to get boring to me. I want to see more action and less acting. The storyline is dragging big time.
It does. I mean,
It does
It
drag,
does
does
get
drag a
boring
little
a little bit, but like
but
I
them
feel like
last 3 episodes,
it gets worth
but
it.
it's worth it.
Like,
It's
I
worth
think
it.
Hey, bro,
I think
just
it's
wait.
worth it, David. You'll
Hey,
like it.
you'll love. What's his name? Ooh,
That plot twist.
Steven.
Yeah.
Steven's gonna be
Yeah.
good, bro.
And the plot twist at the end I think is pretty good. And
Mhm.
you know, it's just a different show, a different look at a different show, and a different type vigilantes. You know what I'm saying? So I like Dude.
Right.
I think it'll grow on you, David. You'll like it. You would like it as time goes on. But let's get on into a little bit of sports, man. Let's see.
Ain't nothing to talk about.
I can find some.
Habari Sports.
KD coming to Phoenix.
Yeah, and it's sponsored by no one.
KD coming to Phoenix. Kyrie.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was talking about. It's just
I think
we're dreaming and praying, we're hoping and dreaming that KD comes. That's all we doing. It's just praying. We get rid of Aiden for him. Hopefully the
And the
Nets
Lakers,
get desperate.
I hate to say it, I think they confirmed they are pursuing Kyrie.
Man, they're not gonna do shit.
They're gonna get Kyrie. I bet you.
Nobody wants Russell Westbrook. Nobody.
Give
Could
up
you
AD.
imagine-
Give
can
up
you-
Anthony Davis.
Could you imagine Russell Westbrook and Ben Simmons on the same? They're gonna build houses out there, bricks.
Man,
I mean,
they're gonna rent
boy,
a prison house.
man, it's gonna be so many bricks out there, boy. Man,
Dunk. Dunk.
They might as well put me
Dang.
and you out there, G, because that's how bad it's gonna look. And you Ben Simmons.
What? Look. The crowd gonna be like this.
David said,
but,
"What?
hey,
KD
man.
coming to Phoenix?"
KD to Phoenix is the dream. We give up the number 1 pick. We have a lot of draft picks that we have power over right now.
Like I
We
said.
can give up 4 or 5 draft picks. We can give up Aiden. I don't want to give up Miles Bridges. I don't want to give up. Did I say his name wrong? I don't want to give up Bridges. That's what I'm gonna say. It's McHale. There you go. Miles is in Charlotte. I don't want to give up
He's in
McHale.
trouble.
But yeah, he's felony. But you know, everybody else, man, except CP3 and Booker. I mean, for real, dog. I just think that, man, this is the way to make that step. If we can keep McHale though, that's for real, man. We have a good chance of going to the finals.
Like I said,
again.
you probably gonna hate me for this, but it is what it is. I would trade Anthony Davis and 2 first-round picks for Kyrie.
The thing is,
Because
though, man,
we need more shooters. We don't have shooters. We need shooters.
where are you gonna play Anthony Davis in New Jersey?
The foe.
You pay it? Nah, I mean, they're gonna have to play.
They're giving up KD.
They're gonna have to play Ben Simmons at the 4.
I'll put Ben Simmons at the 3.
David said, "Jalen Burson." I'm not sure if I pronounced it right.
Brunson went to New York.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, we're
He
gonna
said New
see.
York must have money to blow.
New York always overpays. They paid Amari Stoudemire all $100 million back in the day when people wasn't even getting $100 million. You know what I'm saying? They might be still paying Amari Stoudemire, and he was washed when he left here. They love to do that, but at least this one, Jalen Brunson is still in his 20s. He's still young. I do not know if he's worth that much money though. You know what I mean?
50.
We'll see. Well, I mean, they had to pay him to get him to
You
leave.
saw Damian Lillard.
Yeah,
Big payout.
He
He got a
signed
big payout.
He signed that two more years on top of the years he already has. Another $100 million on top of the $100 million I think he has. So he's Damon. He's looking good. He's looking real good. So we'll see what they do, man. I don't know how long him and Lillard and Bill. Those are two players, man, that everybody keep wishing would move, and they stay at home, bro. They stay in their home. They stand in Portland. They stand in Washington, and they getting paid. They may not be winning championships, but they doing their thing.
Yeah, he getting a $42.5 million contract.
Mm-hmm.
And he getting an extension, 25 to 26, 2025 to 2026.
Wasn't it 100? It was 125, right?
I think it was. I think it's all added together. Yeah, 22 to 23 is 42.5 million. 23 to 24 is 45.6. 24 to 25 is 48.8.
Oh, okay. So
he
just added the years,
so
like pretty much like 50 a year.
Then he added the extension. That's just his regular contract. Then he added the extension where he's going at 25 to 26. He's going to get 58.5 million.
Damn, there's 60 million.
Then 2026 to 27, he's going to get 63.3. And it's a player option.
That's crazy. Well, let's get ready to play the game here, I guess.
All right, Miss Brandy.
Let's get ready to play trivia for loot. Sponsored by
Old Spice.
In trivia for the loot, there are a total of 10 questions. If you get 7 out of the 10 correct, we will donate to your charity of choice. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. We're going to test your knowledge.
Okay.
Question 1. Adult males tend to store body fat in what 3 areas?
In their belly, in their love handles, and their chest.
Wow.
That is correct.
Uh-oh.
That's where I got all mine
at. Chest, butt, and abdomen.
She comes out killing.
Question 2. There are 2 types of body fat. What are they?
There is viscous fat and subcutaneous fat.
Which is also correct.
Oh my God. 2 for
also
2.
known as brown and yellow.
What?
She did. Hold up. Wait a minute. She did the logical terms. We just did colors.
What? I was thinking Crisco and
You thinking the wrong types of fat?
Lord.
Right.
Next question. The World Obesity Federation predicts that 1 billion people globally will be living with obesity by year what?
Tomorrow.
2023.
2030.
2030.
Missed that one.
Not that far off, though.
Dog, at the end of the decade.
End of the
We're
decade.
gonna have, man, can y'all share some meals?
I'm finna get
there's
lipo
people starving,
function.
dog. Share some shit, G. We gotta share, man.
True or false? Majority of adults that are overweight were overweight as children.
True.
That is true.
Very true.
What, you got 4?
That is true. In fact, 1 in 5 men, or no, 1 in 7 men and 1 in 5 women.
I'm looking at this next question, and it's crazy how fast you can switch it up.
The 1983 film Flashdance made this fashion trend popular.
Big hair.
She's a maniac. Leg warmers.
Leg warmers.
Is that random or does that?
You know I can't keep on subject. My questions. I'm talking about my questions.
Oh, you can't. Yeah, it's very random.
I'm like, we're going about body fat to flash dance. I'm like, okay.
Well, she was working to get body fat off her body, man. You know, the 80s was a big trend.
You know, I would have known.
You never seen the dancing of that?
No,
that
he
movie
ain't.
older than me.
She was sweating bullets, bro.
All right. This
I
is
haven't
another
watched
name
Footloose
for
either.
a footrest.
An ottoman?
Jimmy.
An ottoman is correct.
Fancy name for footrest, ottoman.
Fancy name.
And from the Ottoman Empire. I guess they the
wait,
ones
wait,
that,
wait.
because it's the Ottoman is an empire, right?
You
That's-
said, wait, my bad. David said something about, he said, I'm still laughing at my boys in Philly.
Then he said he thinking about Dirty Dancing.
Then he goes, the Philadelphia 76ers thought they were doing something this year. They thought James Harden was going to trade. They thought that James Harden trade was going to be something, going to do something in Philadelphia, but he didn't do nothing over there.
And
He
took a pay cut.
He's becoming more of a team player.
He took a pay cut, you know what I'm saying? So,
He's becoming more of a team player now.
that might help him. I doubt it, but we'll see.
That might help him. I doubt it.
Next question. A female donkey is called a what?
Iesha, sorry.
A mule?
No.
Mm-mm.
A Jenny.
A Jenny.
Jenny.
Yeah.
Forrest didn't know that.
Why don't you love me, Jenny?
Jenny.
It took me a little second to get that joke. He was like, Forrest didn't know that.
This animal symbolizes good luck in Europe.
A llama.
A squirrel.
I know that's wrong.
That would be a ladybug.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
People
a
do
bug.
look at them as good luck though.
Is that
Like
an
if
animal or
one
is that
land
an
on you,
If a ladybug lands
lands
on you,
it's
it's
supposed
good
to be
luck.
I thought that was.
yeah.
I mean, that'll be an insect though.
The Ottoman Empire was an empire that controlled much of Southeast Europe, Western Asia, and Northern Africa between the 14th and early 20th centuries. If people didn't know what the Ottoman Empire was.
There you go.
Yeah. So they created a stool that we've been calling the Ottoman ever since the 14th and early 20th century. Since the 14th century. It's crazy though,
You
man.
said a pony.
So like the 1500s.
Yeah. And you know, the Ottoman Empire, they were big.
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing that we have left from them
Is the
is a
footrest.
stool.
This watch company has a pointed crown as its logo.
Oh, I know this one. I know
Me
this
too.
one.
Can't afford it. Oh, there you go. There's an answer.
You didn't see it.
Sure didn't.
Oh, can I give her a hint?
I'm going to say Rolex, but
Rolex is correct.
How can a man go 8?
How can a man go 8 days without sleep?
Lord
Crack.
knows I can't.
Crack. Lots of crack.
Crack and Red Bull. See how energized you gonna be.
I have no idea.
That's what I'm thinking the answer gonna be.
Nope. By sleeping during the
Oh.
night.
Oh, it's 8. You said during the
8.
day.
8 days.
Yeah.
Ain't that a bitch?
I
I hate trick questions, dog. It's this dude on video who always be asking trick questions. And I'll be like, man, I probably will fall for every one of those.
And you do.
Fucking dumb as a motherfucker. Like,
All right, that's
but
it.
I'm educated. Thank you for playing. Did she win? Oh,
She got 4.
okay. You got to get 6, huh?
7.
7.
Well,
Well,
ooh.
thanks for playing. It's all good. He makes it hard. You see, she could have kept it in your field, but she was like, nah, I'm gonna switch it up on you and just start coming with
Because
obvious
see-
shit.
Cheating.
If I would have kept it in the field, she would've
got-
aced that whole test.
Show was on her way.
she was like, oh, I know this.
Yeah, she knew that shit.
She's like, hey, look, I only been doing this for like 4 years, but trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
Definitely does.
Salmonella fat.
And going back to that question,
Brown and yellow fat.
brown and yellow fat. That is also the reason why men would have an easier time with body
Because
sculpting.
we have more yellow fats or brown.
Brown,
Oh.
which is why it's easier for men to lose weight
I have a lot of
versus
fat on my
women.
body.
Right.
Women store the yellow fat
Mhm.
because of their reproductive system. And our body stores it just in case
Right.
we're going to reproduce.
Right.
So that's
crazy.
why it's harder for women to lose weight.
Yeah, man.
Once we've packed on 10,
Yeah.
20, 30 extra pounds.
No, it's always tougher for women.
And when like me and you was to go on a diet, you're gonna lose 10 pounds fat. You're gonna lose 10 pounds in a week, and I'm just gonna lose 2.
Yeah.
And it's because of that difference in the fat content that our bodies store.
Yeah, man. It's hard. It's hard for everyone, but I definitely know it's harder for women. But you guys just have to work twice as hard, unfortunately. That's the way it is. But let's Brandy, let's tell everybody how to contact you, your social media, and where you guys are located.
Hey, we're on the corner of Belvista and Baseline and Gilbert and Mesa. And you can find us either on our webpage at advancedbodydesign.com or you can text or call 480-400-3585.
There you go. Try to go and check them out, man. Health and wellness is what it's all about, and they can help you to get on your journey and to make sure you get on the right path. Thanks, everybody, for watching this week. Right on, Iesha, Jimmy, Brandy, thank you. And we'll catch you guys next week.
Holla, holla.
Peace. Hold on, you want me to do the outro?
Thanks for watching another episode of Habari Live. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and get updates on news, the podcast, and more. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget to visit www.habaryentertainment.com. See you next week. Peace.
Miss Marvel.